Okay, so now let's look at the final step of how you send your card using PostPilot and some of the data you'll see once your campaign is active. So to finalize the campaign, you're just going to simply click the campaign tab at the top here, click New Campaign, enter the name of the campaign, something you obviously will be able to recognize later, and then we start to configure it. So you have two options. You could send an automated campaign or a one-off campaign. We then want to select our segment, which we would have previously set up. If you, just as a reminder, if you come to the top here and click the segments tab, you'll get a list of all the segments you have created. Of course, you can go back in and edit those at any time. But assuming we've got the segment we want, you would simply select that here and then move on to postcard design. Again, same thing applies. You'll see a list of all the designs from your account. So we just select the one we want for this campaign and it'll populate here below so we can check it one last time for spelling and just ensure that you have actually selected the right design. Once you're happy with that, we simply go down to the final step, which is setting up our tracking. So you can ask PostPilot to track your campaign results for any amount of time you like. We recommend a minimum of 30 days, but you could go 120, whatever you'd like to see the results for. Then also you're going to want to add a discount code if you're using one. So if you're using a coupon code on the card, you'll come down here and enter the card. So in this case, let's say it's a win back campaign. It might be something like "We miss you 15." And so we can have that. And now we'll be able to track the redemption of this code inside of your store. And finally, we'll go on to the return address. This is completely optional. You do not have to have this, but if you want to, obviously you just select yes and enter the return address. Once that data is entered, we come up here and click process, and that's it. Your campaign will leave the nest and be out in the wild. So after we've started sending your campaign, you'll be able to come in here and track the results. So you can see here we have a overview of the results of the campaign so far, but for more specific data, we just click on the campaign and we can have a look at our results here. So here's what we will track inside of PostPilot and allow you to make an informed decision on the success of the campaign. You'll see the sales generated. You'll see the return on the investment based on the total cost down here of the campaign. You'll see the number of orders received, the number of postcards sent, and the conversion rate on the campaign. Of course, if you're running an automated campaign, you'll want to check back in regularly to track the progress of the campaign. If it's a one-off campaign, obviously, if you set your tracking data for 30 days, you'll come back in a couple of weeks, then 30 days to track the success of the campaign. We also add a postcard verification process. So if you're a little unsure about maybe some of your older customers, whether their address is still valid, no need to worry. We will cross-check it before we send it with the post office to make sure that they haven't got any black marks on any of the addresses. If they do, we simply won't send it and we'll add the postage back to your account and save you that money. Finally, you'll be able to come down here. You'll be able to see the segmentation of your audience, who you sent to. You'll be able to see the design and the recipients of the card. So if you ever want to export those recipients, you could just come down here and click export. And the same applies for your conversion data. So if you want to export your conversion data, you would just click the button here. And that's it. That's your first campaign out the door, and then you can just simply start the process again and send as many campaigns as you like. You can have as many automated campaigns running as you like. And at PostPilot, we're very fortunate. We get to see hundreds of these campaigns going out the door every day. So if you need any help at all, if you'd like some advice, we're here to support you every step of the way. Just simply click the little support tab in the corner here, and we'll be happy to assist you in getting your campaigns up, running, and out the door, and making sure that they are wildly successful.